I spent months and months in solitary with nothing but a candle, you know, and some incense and a teapot. You know, that was different.
How was that?
Well, that was what we did. I mean, I remember, yeah, or you'd go in Thailand. I just spent 3 months in Dao Dam, you know, places like that, or in Jita, so 3 months solitary. And the only time you'd see people is when you go and collect food. We wouldn't talk to anyone. And yeah, it has its moments. You can go a bit bonkers, you know, from time to time. The big problem is thinking. His thinking mind, you know, it's the one to look at, be careful of, really.
Can you, if you were going to give people advice who are not used to that?
Well, it's when I think if you, as a meditator, you start looking at one of the first things as a meditator you notice when you stop is thoughts, and so you know one of the things I realized after a while, you know, that the thinking wasn't me and mine, just because I couldn't stop it. Nothing's really me. I could just turn it off, or you know, but just keep regardless. You know, it just keeps rattling on, and most of it is very boring. I've heard it all before, and you can't shift it. So this is a kind of, and the insight for me was recognizing that, you know, it isn't really me and mine, because if it was, I could do something with it. And it's a bit like what I reflect recently is one of the kind of comparisons really is, and since I'm living at home with my mother who's blind, and she has very poor, almost no mobility, so she sits in a chair and listens, and a lot of times she occupies herself with a radio with chatter, or with audio books with chatter. So I'm used to, you know, downstairs having constant chatter. You know, silence is difficult for her, so it's always going on. But what I've noticed is that it doesn't disturb me at all anymore. You know, I can carry on doing it. It's just going on and on, because that's not really my story, if you like. You know, it's her story. I can function without it. And it's a bit like, I think as a meditator or with mindfulness, this kind of practice, what we're looking at is seeing our thoughts in the same way. You know, we don't need it. Just it can be jattling on, could be in the bathroom, and leave it in the bathroom. You know, I'll do this. It's like my mum will leave an audio book downstairs, something, and I'm up here. It's fine. I can hear it, but it's not engaging me. So it's that sort of attitude toward my thinking mind arises, you know. So you can just let it play, let it do its thing while I'm doing something else. And then fakely leaving my attention on the moment and things that I'm engaged with, and leave the thoughts to do whatever they feel like, whatever they want, you know.